Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today we have set number 70428. This is the LEGO Jack's Beach Buggy from Hidden Side, and this is the first regular retail Hidden Side set that I reviewed on this channel. I did review the two promo freebie sets, which I guess combined are probably about the same size as this one, but this one does retail for $19.99 in the United States, contains 170 pieces and 3 minifigures. And does have one simple instruction booklet, which shows off the product that is included a whole lot better than the box does. This one actually is not that bad, though, as far as the actual box design does. You can tell that there is a Lego truck in here, but does also have the weird ghost stuff going on. But you get a little thing at the back telling you to scan your thing in the Hidden Side app, and it had 4 the other Hidden Side sets from, I think, yeah, this is just the first wave that it shows here in the ads, it looks like. Even though this was a second wave set. But the other interesting thing to note here is that the sticker sheet actually gives you 3 extra stickers, which is interesting. So, you know, something that they started doing in 2020 with the Ninjago Prime Empire sets, and there was some, I guess, here too. I actually wasn't expecting that going into this. But if we turn the box around, you can see an actual real-world view of the physical bricks, and with that, we can take a look at the model. And, well, here we have this little gas pump, and it's honestly not that convincing a gas pump. It's kind of very standalone, very thin. It works well enough for what it's supposed to be, and it actually includes one really, really nice print, which is that 2x2 round tile. It's not a sticker, and that was actually introduced in the Corner Garage modular building, and this is the only other place that it's appeared. So it's nice that that print is going to be a little bit cheaper now for anyone who wants to build a octane gas station, I guess. We do also have one of these 1x1 printed tiles, but those are relatively common, and you get an extra of those, and you can just, you know, pull this off and, you know, use that as the gas pump. It looks more like a hose almost, but, you know, that's forgivable. It's fine. It does use one of those 1x1 brackets, but otherwise it's just a little gas pump. The Buggy is a pretty compact vehicle. I don't know. Right after building it, I was like, I don't know if that really felt like a $20 set. But, you know, I guess, you know, on paper it looks like it's an okay value. And then I started to realize that, you know, maybe it is worth $20 when you put the wheels on. And then you have this really awesome suspension feature that works really well and is very, very simple. Literally all it is it's got these 1x4 plates with the kind of car attachment things at the end that prevent these from going up too high, but basically just uses rubber bands and these Technic ball joint pieces, and it actually works surprisingly well, especially for how small this vehicle is and, you know, how light it is. It has plenty of elasticity. It's very very maneuverable, and you can basically do all sorts of things with this. I just knocked Parker's phone out of her hand, but that's fine. And, you know, this functionality here is actually really fun, and I do think that I sort of get this build now. It doesn't look great. I don't really like the appearance of it at all, but I think that it is a fun toy for kids, and, you know, I guess that is what this is trying to be, and, you know, that is what it does pretty effectively. So I can't really complain too much about this. You do have this kind of ghost blaster, I guess, over here, and you can move that in and out. I assume that this probably does something in the game. I have not tried the app game yet. I do also have the front built up using one of these newer pieces, and that can also be pulled forward to, I assume, reveal something else in the game. You can move the headlights up if you want to. I guess you could even flip those around if you wanted to. Like, you could just put the stud on the front if you wanted to have some sort of different kind of headlights. Or I guess you could even just, instead of putting the stud on the front, you could just swap this around if you wanted to be able to do that with the headlights instead. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a very easy little modification. Maybe you could make this more fun. I don't know. What else do you do with this thing? There's a sticker over here. Stickers on the back, which look okay. I don't really like these studs. Maybe it would have been nice to get just a blue tile there to make it look like it belongs. And then you have this swirly-whirly thing, which allows you to expose more colors, probably for the app. Does use one of the Vibrant Coral 2x2 round bricks, which is interesting. And it does have a black one here that you're supposed to be able to have facing the top so that it doesn't look super ugly, though you can see all of the colors from the side, so it's not that effective. You have this ghost cannon here, which has a sticker on the side, and on the top is a clip there, which I guess maybe you could clip your phone to that. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do there, but I guess it can be done pretty easily. And you can fit 2 figures in here, which is kind of neat. They do set it up with jumpers so that you're able to get 2 figures side by side. And there is a steering wheel in there. And the one last thing to note is I do actually kind of like the way that this roll cage is built up. It uses one of these as like the windshield, and then you put those in the back, and then you just pull those down and kind of push it backwards, and it works. There's also one sticker on the hood there, and I am sure that you could stick these 3 stickers on just about anywhere and decorate the vehicle a little more. And the first 2 figures we'll take a look at here are Jack and Parker, and these are both the new 2020 versions, well, I guess that were new at the time this set was released. And Parker is actually relatively uncommon. This particular combination is exclusive to the set. Jack is in a little bit, I think he's in 3 sets exactly like this, but they do kind of mix around faces and like the hats that he's wearing, because this is the second brand new mold that they introduced for him, and it's actually a cool mold. It's basically a baseball cap on backwards with some hair underneath, which is cool to see, and hopefully they'll introduce that in more colors and stuff in the future, but it is printed on the back as well. And Parker gets this new headphones and hair mold, which is kind of neat. I like the purple hair there too. They both have their phone prints, which are nothing new. They've been around since the first Hidden Side wave, and there's the other one. There, you can see it a little better. And, you know, both of these are fine. I guess it's cool to get more phone prints, but maybe it would have been cool to get some without ghosts on them, but that's probably just me. The face prints for both of these are kind of neat as well. Parker's is actually really uncommon. I think it was exclusive to the set for about half a year, because the only other set it comes in is the Submarine one, but both are $20 sets, so I guess this isn't that much of a better way to get it. But the torso for Jack, I believe, is the 2020 version. The torso for Parker is the 2019 version of her torso, and no, actually it looks like Jack's is the older one too, but yeah, both of them are pretty good, and they both get alternate expressions as well, so you know, both of these are pretty fine figures, and for me it's just cool to get the new hair pieces and headphone and hat pieces, but you know, neither of these figures have any parts that are super duper specific. Like, they're recognizable for these characters, but you could easily use them on your own custom figures. And then our third and final figure here is this guy, whose name is apparently Scott Francis, and I guess he's a mechanic that would work at whatever gas station the gas pump is from, which, I mean, I guess his gas station is pretty underrepresented here, but he does get this really cool new welding mask, and this I believe came in city sets around the same time, but it is a new 2-part mask, and the base of it is that, you know, kind of standard football player style helmet. I don't remember if it's introduced for the football player, but I know it's used for him. And then he's got this welding mask that sticks onto that like a normal visor would, which is kind of cool, and then that way you can flip up the welding mask, which is neat. And the printing on this welding mask is exclusive to the set, so that's cool. And Scott's face print and torso print are actually exclusive as well, which is pretty neat. And yeah, he's got 2 expressions. Back print on his torso is kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like this guy quite a bit, but that's not all. Like, you know, Hidden Side sets, pretty much the civilian characters that aren't Jack and Parker can get possessed. And this is what happens to Scott Francis, and he gets this really interesting new neck mold that basically takes 1 minifigure neck and turns it into 2 minifigure necks, and then you get 2 heads on there. And you do have to take the welding mask off and stick it on here. But there are actually 2 different ghost face prints. Neither is exclusive to the set, but this Kai hair in spring green is actually exclusive to the set currently. And yeah, that's what we got here. It's a very, very interesting Bart, and it was only ever used here, at least so far. But with hidden side ending. It seems like it may stay exclusive forever. There is actually even a little bit of back printing on both of those headpieces, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, this definitely makes a very unique looking and kind of spooky looking figure. So you know, I mean, it's kind of cool, and actually kind of an interesting draw to this set, especially since it is exclusive. And yeah, that's everything that's included here in this set. It's kind of an interesting one, because it does feel to me still like it's a little bit small and, you know, not really worth $20. But I do understand that for kids, I think that they're really going to find this quite fun. And, you know, for them, it is probably worth the $20 price. So if you're buying this for, you know, someone who's young or someone who has kids, then I think that they will definitely enjoy it. Did I mention that sticker is there? I know you probably saw it, but it is. But yeah, I think kids will really like this set. Adult collectors, not so much. I mean, the minifigure parts are kind of cool, but other than that, the build is a little bit lackluster. But you know, it's not terrible, and I guess if you're really into Hidden Side, you might find this fun. Though I do think that the Welcome to Hidden Side set, that was like the $20 set that included the portal and had some other exclusive minifigures, I think that would have been a little bit of a better purchase at $20 for adult collectors. That is. For kids, though, I do think that this is a fun set and a good time. And I don't even know how the app works with it, so maybe that adds some good value as well. But yeah, for what this is, I think that it's pretty okay. You know, probably not something I would have gone out of my way to pick up, and for that I gotta thank Doc Samson and BFAB, actually, because I won this set in a giveaway from them, so probably should have plugged that earlier in the video, but make sure to go check out both of those guys and subscribe to them. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.